My name is Ambassador Deepak Voda, and today we are talking about a beautiful country but totally messed up. You've probably heard its name. It's called Turkey. I'm not referring to the bird Turkey, but to the country Turkey. Now it's called Turkiye. They've changed their name because people used to laugh and talk about cold Turkey and so on. Turkey at the moment is ruled by a hardcore Islamist, a fellow called, I call him Adha Darban, although his name is Erdogan. This guy is trying to take his country back to the era of the great Ottomans. The Ottoman Empire had, by the way, diplomatic and commercial relations with the Mughal Empire in India. And this fellow now thinks that he's going to be the newest Pasha, the newest Sultan. The problem with Turkey is what I call the curse of bad choice. First World War, they sided with the wrong guys. Second World War, they sided with the wrong guys. Before that, in the 19th century, on the wrong side. In fact, I think it was the Tsar of Russia who referred to Turkey as the sick man of Europe, and then they carved up the Ottoman Empire between themselves, etc. Turkey continues to make the wrong choices. Now, why is it friendly with Pakistan? What does it get? And I'll tell you the reason for this. It's very interesting. Pakistan says, I am the leader of the Islamic world, I have the bomb. Iran says, get lost. I have a much stronger army. I'm the leader. Saudi Arabia said, both you guys go fly a kite because I have the two mosques. I'm the leader of Islam. And Turkey says, hey, wait a minute. I'm the Ottoman. I am the leader of Islam. So these four chaps are fighting amongst themselves. Now, Pakistan, there used to be a cricket player. I think his name was Mr. I.K. Niazi. You knew him as Imran Khan. Initially, Pakistan, in its quest for identity, said, we are Arabs. The Arabs said, if you are Arabs, then we would be Europeans. Then they said, sorry, we are Central Asians. So the Central Asians said, if you are Central Asians, then we are Chinese. That didn't work. So finally, this Shri Niazi said, no, we are Turks. The Turks were very happy. They said, yep, sure, come and polish our boots, come and clean our streets. Pakistanis rushed there because they didn't need visa. The Turks treat them with contempt. But they flatter these guys because Pakistanis go to Turkey to do what no Turk will do. Amazing, isn't it? You have slaves who willingly say that they are slaves. So this is the situation in Turkey at the moment. Why is it trying to side with Pakistan? Let me also tell you what happened in 2019. You've probably heard of a chap called Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. He was the leader of the Islamic State. He was troubling the Americans a lot. Finally, he fled to Syria and he was hiding in a cave. The Kurds, the Kurdish people whom the Turks don't like, and the Kurds have been fighting for independence from Turkey for centuries, they were helping the Americans. They said, look, this Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi character is hiding in a cave, go blow him up. So the Americans went in. By then, this Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, a great jihadi, by the way, he had figured out that these guys were coming, so he strapped on a vest full of explosives, brought his children and, I don't know, several dozen wives and blew himself up. End of story. Then this Adha Darban, the present chap, who is a hardcore Islamist, I call him Adha Darban, actually it's Erdogan. He said, now the Americans are leaving, they've achieved their purpose, so let's now thrash the Kurds because they're a thorn in my flesh. The Kurds went and told the then president, I'm talking about 2019, who was also McDonald Trump, as I call him affectionately, President Donald Trump. They said, look, we supported you and this guy's beating us up. So then Donald Trump tweeted, if you get a chance, take a look at that tweet. 2019, he said, if in my infinitely superior wisdom, I find out that the Turks are misbehaving, I will obliterate their economy. I have done it before. He tweeted that and the Turkish lira collapsed. Today we are in a situation where Erdogan or Adha Darban is very insecure because there was a Gulenist movement in Turkey. They said this Erdogan is a fake Muslim. He drinks and he eats all kinds of funny things which he shouldn't be doing. So the Gulenists actually almost carried out a coup against Erdogan, and he had to use his own military to put down the coup. And he arrested hundreds of thousands of perceived Gulenist supporters. Many were imprisoned, others were sacked, some ran away, etc. So while the country is right the moment siding with Pakistan, appears to be siding with Pakistan because the Pakistanis say, look, we are your faithful, humble, loyal, free servants. We'll do what you want. The reality is that Turkey itself is internally very insecure. Its economy is collapsing. Its exports are nosediving. Its reputation is finished. People used to travel to Turkey for tourism. Even that now, after there have been a few terrorist attacks, that is also decreasing. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I think Erdogan is making a very serious mistake. Again, the curse of choice. He's siding with the wrong side in the present geopolitics of the Indo-Pacific, of the Asia-Pacific region, of the Indian Ocean region. They keep making these wrong choices. Of course, their dramas, the Turkish plays on their television are very, very popular. And of course, let me just tell you something. Figure it out. A lot of the scripts of their plays are based on films made by our Mumbai fellows, what we call Bollywood. Our Bollywood films are insanely popular in Turkey. So, my assessment to conclude is, Turkey is making a mistake. It's going to be very difficult to persuade this buffoon that he shouldn't be doing this. He's going to come. He sent a ship there when the Pakis begged him to send a ship to Karachi, saying in 1971, the Indian Navy had blasted Karachi. Well, we sailed out again. We sent a message saying that you shouldn't be doing these funny things. We'll blast you. And of course, the warship that Turkey sent, it ran away very quickly. So, Mr. Adha Darban, if you are listening to me, get the hell out of our region. You don't want to mess around with me. I will obliterate you. I don't want to do it in a couple of days. Go away. Go and do what you have to. Go fight the Greeks. Go fight whoever else you want to fight. But don't mess around in my region. And forget about the chaps you are supporting. They are going to be infinitely ungrateful to you. In diplomacy and international relations, there's no such thing as gratitude. That's the first lesson we are taught.